Yen kwedi nkomon fa ye man Ghana ho. Dr. Hassan Ayariga, me name favorite song oh. What favorite song be oh?
Oh yes. Ghanaian artists are now Ghanaian is Bawasaba. Stoneboy.
That song Bawasaba. You be we any na ya de be gina mu asabuta.
I'll break his waist.
Hey,
you do what?
I'll break his waist.
The waist is made up of iron.
He will use it to go to hospital. Oh no, he can't go to hospital. Can't.
When people are breaking the 8, you are breaking the waist.
I will break his waist.
So wow.
You see how you can dance to break my waist.
Yeah, very.
When I'm dancing, I'm standing. So how is my waist?
Dr. Nempombo Kodie.
Yeah.
Ghana, what na CHC Ashemwa? Where are we heading? Yeah, Kwan is saying. Uhun is saying.
I think we've lost the track. Because Bruni Kasa said, if you don't know where you are going, you will never know when you get there. Because it's here now, where we have gotten to, we know that it is very difficult for us as a country to feed our families 3 square meal. So right now, we are not even talking about 3 square meal. We are talking about 2 square meal, which has become very difficult for Ghanaians to feed their family. Now, in the 21st century, come there. That means we have failed. Come cry, me. Come there. When him say, Nana Kasa say, Tisikaso, now come there.
Yeah.
But this time it's worse than even before. Wow. So countries over the world have at least achieved one thing, that is food security. Almost say planting for food and jobs. See how come market every day, every minute, every second, the prices of goods are going up. Okita 100 cities oko market and no ultimate tohwe. Okita 200 Ghana cities oko market ultimate tohwe. So sisi ya unwa. Yako endim anaya kosoro.
Ubetumi adjoin on Facebook with your question. Dr. Hassan Ayariga semo a working one ne ya adjoin anase one no enye adjoin. Ubetumi adjoin on Facebook. Angel 102.9 ubetumi adjoin on hosisi a nya challenge kakranti eteko e ba de assign abasisi anti ubetumi adjoin na o questions e ho no. The all can say aduane boa ye den. A reality we call you saying baby an nya adwen no let us know na you improve any further doc agree is a Greek minister say
I was say petrol and production costs
yes
and Ukraine war and COVID
and amana
ba dia ne de abu e wo hinterlands fu ba say be ye beduru ha na amane bo ayete onu abo nkwa ekurase.
Dr. Hassan Ayariga, on explanation, aside that, you need cabo sudi komo NPP for inshemu na say, or say oko bolga na other areas can I price and cost. It is the same. So anything that is not, enye to say be a sardine, or kradiaba, and as a near kradiaba, the prices are still stable.
That is, I disagree.
Can I number akosoro?
I don't buy those things, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The prices of those animals. But the point here is that Unim say economic situation no. Omokasa say Ghana is it's not about the fundamentals na Dr. Baumia Kasa. The main fundamentals no food prices in the market. Wow. Even pure water go up. So Kasa say Krama in the north price and qua. Then that means you haven't been to the north in the past 1 or 3 years. Because pure water is all over the country. The price of pure water in Boku, Bolga, all have gone up. Untimin Kasa say the prices of animals have not gone up because you are living. Tabi. Onim adiana wa Kasa. Because politics no more here. Up to date. Omoye the same politics of lying to the people of Ghana. Wow.
Okay.
A Krumeshi. Very difficult to live in. Very, very, very difficult. Oh, sorry, in a day. Even the amount of money over my cost school transport. Now families cannot even afford transport fares to send their wards to school, to and fro every day. Because prices of everything has increased, but salary of workers is the same. Wow. So you cannot increase prices of everything by 300%. Then you expect the salaries of workers to be stagnant, and then we'll say everything is okay. How is it going to match? Anamibwa.
Yeah.
Because every day now, there were everyday activities now here. Consume, food, transport, journey. These are things that we buy on daily basis. And when the prices of these things goes up, then what it means that economic situation is going to become difficult for us without increment of salary. Wow. So if the MPP are saying that they are managing Ghana well, and Cabo is saying that prices of animals in the northern part of Ghana has not gone up, then I'm sure Cabo is only living in Accra. And he should go and buy the dog he's talking about in Accra and see the price whether he can eat dog again.
Okay.
Onkoto dog na ehua. The price na a cost road and a quarter because dog no fanubra from the north. Anamibwa.
No correct.
Onkoto na ehu. Price na ko up and
so we didn't free north there fuel prices are cost road. And you know transport fares are cost road. You mo de be ka ho.
Everything. Wow. What was Ubisa a month ago? Even prices of fares, transport fares from Boku, Bolga to Accra has gone up. Yeah. Not to talk of transporting the animals alone. You should go and find out this Christmas, this Salah, that people were buying animals for 110,000 Ghana cedis. All cedis, 100 million. 150. You can't even get a proper good to buy at 3,000 Ghana cedis. You have to spend 5,000. What is the salary of workers to be able to save 5,000 to kill a ram on Saturday? Anamibwa.
Yeah.
Those are the fundamentals. Bag of rice today, oil, and oil, gold. Oil is more expensive than any other commodity in the market today. Oil has become gold. The price of a liter of oil you can buy. And we are a country like Ghana, we can produce. Yanteme produce oil. Then we talk about we are breaking the eight. What eight? You think of finishing the eight first. Breaking the eight is not it's a much difficult thing. The most important thing is how will we be able to finish the eight? Because Nepal says no maintenance, Sri Lanka is better.
Sri Lanka is better.
I'm telling you, if Ghanaians get the opportunity, Sri Lanka is better. That will be better.
Really? The SC Wahoya is demonstrations near the.
Yeah. We are the ones suppressing the Ghanaians, and we are not doing demonstrations. Some of us, if we join the demonstration, this country will catch fire. And that is why we are not joining any demonstration, because we want peace to prevail in this country. I'm telling you, because it's here a Krume shepa. Look, I sit in my house and people are texting me for 20 cedis, 30 cedis, 20 cedis, 30 cedis. Honorable, please send me 20 cedis. These are people who will never ask you for even 200 in the past years. But today, mobile text me for 20 cedis, honorable me patch. And when you look at it, it's serious. Yesterday, a lady texted me that she wanted 50 cedis. And I asked her, what for? She said, honorable, for the past 2 weeks, I have not seen 50 cedis in my house. 50 cedis. Oh yeah, Juma, but if the salary doesn't come now, obey. Oji Juma na oji salary no obetua rent, obetua transportation. Because it doesn't tally. The expenditure is too high, but the cost of living very, very high, but your salary is low. Oji sikani abesa. So that is why we are saying it doesn't tally. That is why we say Ghanaians are magicians.
No, I'm sure you explained to her, say.
Is she the only one? Many of them.
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Why Ukraine is related to Ghana? Excuse me, what? Tell me exactly what has Ukraine got to do with Ghana? The economic situation of Ukraine. Then the economic situation of America become worse. Then we die. What has the economic situation of Ukraine got to do with Ghana's economy? It's because we want excuses. Look, omokasa oil no, your oil Ghana,
Yeah.
your crude. But what do? We export the crude out there, and they will go refine it, and we'll go and pay a high price of money. Now import it, refined product. A sensible government will never behave in that way. We have Temator. Common sense should tell us that. Let's invest. Let's revamp Temator. And all the crude we are getting in this country, in this time of crisis, we will tell all the industry players, look, nobody is going to sell the crude of Ghana out to any country anymore. We as Ghanaians, we are going to buy the crude from Ghana here. Take it to our thermal oil refinery and refine our product here and consume it here. And then put up new refinery. How much is a refinery? $300 million, $200 million. But we spend so much importing crude and fuel, cars, and all that. But yet, common things that we are supposed to put and do, we don't do. It's just like a farmer. Oh, you're a farmer. You go and farm and you get your rice. Instead of cooking the rice to feed your children, you refuse and you take the rice and go and sell it to a restaurant owner. The restaurant owner then buys the rice, cook the rice, and then you and your children come to the restaurant to buy the food. Does it make sense? Instead of you cooking the rice to feed your children, you have refused. But you've sent it to the restaurant owner, who then takes the food, cook it, and sell it to you at a higher price. And then you are complain that food at restaurants are very expensive. Food in the restaurants are very expensive. You are the cause of it. Wow. So says here now, look, taxes alone and levies on fuel product is 40%. Why do you think the dollar is so high to the extent that this country will seem there's no economy management team? The dollar is running as if there's no economy management team in the country. Why? It's because we import almost everything. If we decide to refine our product, the dollar will come down drastically, because everything about oil we import. So we spend so much dollar, huge sums of dollars to import it. But if we stop importing, that means the amount of dollar we spend importing will go down, because 4 cedis, 40% of the dollar, which is now 8 cedis something, is about 3 point something. So if we are going to refine our product, the levies of taxes on the petroleum product, which is 40%, what it means is that we're producing, if we are even buying the fuel at 1 cedi, in Ghana, if we are going to refine, we'll refine it at 4 cedis. So 40% of what we import is going to go down. So we will be selling fuel at, let's say, 5 cedis per liter, at the highest 5 cedis. But because we are not doing that, if we are buying a liter of fuel for $1, $1 means that 8 cedis.
Yeah.
Then we now add 40% taxes and levies on it. 40% means 3 cedis to 8, 3 cedis, 60 pesos. So if you add 3 cedis, 60 pesos to the 8 cedis, we are around 11 cedis, 30 pesos. So if government says that they don't even know what to do, okay, government should abolish the 40% taxes and levies on the petroleum product, so that at least we can sell fuel at 8 cedis.
Yane Dr. Hassan Ayariga, onene Franka Kuta former APC Amanyuku no ena Edim Komo. But doc, messages are making on Facebook. Was it this man knows nothing? Does he watch the news at all? Now, the way Europeans and Americans are crying because of shortage of food stuff. Enti the okano meneno enya adwen. When so say economy ne the baby yeden. Enti Ghana is not an island.
Now let me tell you the reason why.
Okay.
You see, we will give ourselves excuses of every opportunity we get. Ghana was already on its knee before COVID-19 and Russia-Ukraine war. Tell me, whether we weren't there. But in any case, if you know what you are doing, Russia-Ukraine should not affect you, because as a country, we have all the resources. Those who are talking, they don't even know what they are talking about. We have oil, we have bauxite, we have gold, we have timber, we have farmlands, we have everything, yet we import almost everything, including toothpick. Do you know what we are doing? If you don't know how to manage an economy, leave it for those who know to come and manage. Because Russia and Ukraine are fighting. Look, what do we do? Even if we are importing wheat from Russia, is it only wheat you can use to make bread? Huh? Why do we eat wheat every day? Don't we have farmland that we can farm rice, maize, and all that? Why are we not doing that? Must we wait for Russia to send us wheat before we can survive? How many people eat oats in the morning in this country? How many? We drink cocoa. Let's drink our cocoa. You can use maize to do cocoa. You can use millet to do. Millet is not coming from Russia. For God's sake. We have cocoa. Cocoa is not coming from Russia. So people who don't know that, if you don't know something, keep quiet. What are you talking about? We are there to just every time looking for excuses to tack into our economic failure.
Economy no abai say ayedin because of external factors and nema bebre. And utie Dr. Mamudu Baomi explanation or the ban and say yeah reasons why Ghana is going to the IMF now. Or check Shemu and gives reasons to say when you mismanagement, but external forces are if we are talking about the
economy, let's not bring Baumia inside.
Why?
Because Baumia doesn't even know what the economy looks like.
Why?
He's just talking. He just get up in the morning and somebody writes a script for him and he goes to read.
Really?
Yes, because if he knows what the economy is about, he'll be talking. What is our debt stock to GDP? Who has sent us that? Yes, 81%. How much have we borrowed so far in our country? I am going to tell you what the Baumia doesn't know. How much have we borrowed so far? Tell us, as a country, what we have used those money for, and how we cannot pay. Look, Moody has downgraded Ghana to C. Yeah. The meaning of C means that if we borrow, we cannot pay. Why will I waste my money on somebody I borrow and he can't pay? Who will do that? If you borrow and you can't pay, what it means that you are consuming it for nothing. You are not using it for any productive thing. Because if you borrow money to set up businesses, you will be able to pay. But if you borrow money and consume on corruption, wastage, and mismanagement, you will not be able to pay. And that is what we are doing. Look at our roads. So gutters, when it rains, look at what happens to us. As if we are not living in a country. Even animal kingdom, when it rains, they survive.
And this year, buy a cattle hobby, they use the money to service those loans already.
And this is
a Canada hono. Ye kobobo say na dey akwa take nye kanankasa so interest no kra na ade.
Does it make sense to borrow and pay interest? I ask you, does it make sense only to borrow and pay interest? Who does that? Which government will behave in that manner? Where we are today is not just because of mismanagement of NDC. MPP can who? Omo 8 years, and now do a BBN or no. Anameboa. Now new. Kufa was there. They borrowed too. The borrowing did not start from NDC. Look at MPP. They have borrowed more than all government put together till date. The last 6 years. They alone have borrowed over 250, almost 300 billion against 122 borrowed by the NDC and the other government in the past. So then I'm going to sikano. And you say, you no. Now, one is